You're listening to the Soft Living Podcast, and I'm your host, Kathleen. One of the things I've realized over time is how easy it is to overthink starting. We get an idea or something we want to create or change, and instead of moving with it, we try to fully figure it out first. We want the whole path to make sense before we take the first step. That's something I completely resonate with, because I do it too. I naturally like structure. I like knowing what I'm doing. I like feeling prepared before I share something or put it into motion. But what I've learned is that waiting for everything to feel ready just delays the starting point. And sometimes it stops things completely. I was recently at an event, and something that stuck with me from one of the speakers was how most things don't actually begin in a finished state. People don't start with everything figured out. They start with what they have, and then they figure it out as they go. And when you look closely, a lot of momentum comes from that very small action. Things that don't feel significant at the time. Whether it's a conversation, a message, a rough idea shared before it's refined, a first version that's not meant to be final. And then things start to move from there. What I've noticed in my own experience is that I've often delayed things because I wanted them to feel more complete before I started. I wanted more certainty around the outcome, more confidence in the direction. But over time, I've realized that certainty rarely comes first. It usually comes after you've already started doing the thing. Confidence builds through action, through trying something, adjusting it, learning from it, and continuing, not before. And something that has helped me shift my approach is simplifying what starting actually means. Instead of thinking about everything that needs to happen, I focus on what the next step is. Not the full picture, not the end result, just what I can actually do right now. That alone makes things feel more manageable and less overwhelming. Another thing that's been important for me is not doing everything in isolation. Reaching out to people I trust or people who have already done something similar has made a huge difference. Not because they give perfect answers, but because they help me move when I feel stuck or unsure. Having that sense of community is so important. To reach out to people, talk through different challenges you have, and celebrate with each other. Being able to connect with someone and resonate with what you're going through is so powerful in getting unstuck. Sometimes just talking about something is enough to turn it from an idea into something you could actually act on. I've also learned that it helps to create a simple rhythm for yourself. Not something rigid, but a regular check-in. A moment where you pause and ask yourself what you said you wanted to do, what has actually moved, and what the next step is. Without that, it's easy for things to stay in your head without ever becoming action. And it also matters to get clear on what it feels like to you. Not in a branding sense, but in a grounded way. What direction actually feels aligned? And alignment is a topic that we discuss a lot on the Soft Living Podcast. What you care enough about to keep showing up for, even when it's still messy or in progress. Because when that's clearer, decisions become easier. I also find a lot of value in learning from people who are just a few steps ahead. Not because they have everything figured out, but because they've already gone through the stage you're in. It makes the process feel more normal. Less like something you have to be perfect before you begin. And the more I see that, the more I come back to the simple idea. Starting doesn't need to be fully formed. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be small enough that you can actually begin. So send the message, share that idea, open the document, and take the first step. And let it grow from there. Because more often than not, clarity doesn't come before action. It comes because of it. Thank you for listening. If something resonated, I would love for you to follow, share, and rate this podcast. It means so much and helps others discover it too. I look forward to speaking with you in the next episode.